something for the fast bowlers with the new ball in hand.
Indeed, I think Nangarava has done well, talking about just adjusting the lines, the left-right combination, still the three slips and Gully in position, waiting for a little nibble. Ada prefers to chase.
Pull and nice, ends the over. It's Bangladesh 3 without loss. First over done with of the Trust Bangla Bank Bangladesh versus Zimbabwe Test Series 2025. Of course, if company to Nangarava is going to be Muzarvani, but as we have a look at the side, three seamers, Hassan Mahmood, Khalid Ahmed, the local boy, and Nahid Rana, the speedster. Mohamed Al-Mushfiqur giving some stability in the middle order. Adesanya Miraj along with Taijul will offer plenty. Blessing Muzarvani, best of 7 for 58. Stump to stump from the rocket end.
It's good to see both the bowlers really on line and length early on, and that's something. Well, as I said, on line, they were over the line in terms of overstepping. No ball being given, so despite the fact that he got the line of the ball right, his foot needed to be behind that line, not to give away the no ball. I think that would be too much of a concern. Tall lad.
Full, but you see the intent from the batters early on, reaching out for the ball.
Yeah, but he was searching for the ball rather than very much in line with that, getting that inside edge. Wasn't really much movement with that 127 clicks. Have a look at this. Just going along, maybe off the seam, just dragging back ever so slightly, and the bounce, that touch disconcerting. In the previous delivery too, he got the splice of the bat. Oh, that is the one that went the other way. This is a superb delivery.
Was a piece, wasn't it? On the 4th, 5th stump. Mission right there, got the ball to move away from the right-handed batter and their share of bounce as well.
Which is excellent. We're talking about pitches being more sporting, not the old day pitches in Bangladesh when they were dependent on spin bowling. Much more bounce here, all the tracks.
Especially here in the Sylhet International Cricket Sim. I know that we mentioned how statistically teams batting first have won the previous 3 test matches. However, particularly say against Sri Lanka, Bangladesh bowling first did have opportunities, it's just that they couldn't capitalize. So early on, you do have something for the seamers.
Indeed, you've got to exploit the early morning conditions. You've got to take advantage of the red new cherry with the proud seam. Even if it doesn't move in the air, get it to seam away or in. They've done exactly that, really not being very comfortable, particularly Joy Mahmudul Hassan, and it's testing times, which is good. That's the way it should be. A little bit of advantage to the bowlers early on. See the nod of the head, and the smile tells you they are comfortable.
Previously got the ball to move away, this time with the angle, comes back in. Sure, will plant a seed of doubt in the batter's head. They've got room and threw his bat at it, timed away, square up the wicket, offside, first boundary. It's a Nexus Pay 4.
Oh, what a good looking shot that is, shot of confidence. You thought maybe he was a little circumspect in the previous deliveries, but once you saw that shortness of the delivery and the slight width, it was a free flowing, open your arms shot. taking it comfortably to the boundary.
Stood tall. Nicely on top of it. Full and simple. Dot ball to end with 8 without loss. Even though there's been rain the past few days, bright and sunny morning here in Sylhet. Phil Simmons taking the duty of head coach this time for a longer tenure. Ball short. Finds the gap to Shadman.
Didn't quite get hold of it. Rose a little higher than he anticipated because of the height of the bowlers. But the shortness of length was there, allowed him to rock back and try to get on top of that. Not sweetly timed, thus it didn't go to the boundary. But this is what Venkatava has got to avoid, is bowl short. Try to pitch it up, use the swing of the ball. He's got the 3 slips and a gully in position. Needs to pitch it up.
Oh, that kept low. Hurried the batter.
Well. That is a surprise. We thought the wicket was going to be reasonably steady in terms of bounce off the track, but that one just kept so low, as you mentioned. He had to hurry down. Lucky he didn't get an inside edge to that. Could have gone anywhere. Surprised all and sundry. That'll put the seed of doubt in the batter's mind. That awkward bounce.
More like it this year, but usually does offer consistent bounce. One of the Richards, Richard Illingworth, plenty of experience. Along with Richard Kettleborough. Makes me wonder, do you find it awkward when you call someone else by your first name?
Not awkward. Kumar Dhamasena is there, the third umpire in the box from Sri Lanka. Thought about it. The lovely channel decided wisely to shoulder arms.
Former Sri Lankan international spinner, TV umpire for this test match. Like a winner, of course. David Boone alongside him. It's the match referee. Good shape.
There's the consistency that require. That corridor of uncertainty, always keeping them interested. The fourth umpire, Tanveer Ahmed from Bangladesh. Action early. Well, this is a period of play when the bowlers really need to keep that accuracy going. Do not allow any freebies to the batters.
Oh, that sounded good. And the result would be good as well. Spoils the over in the last delivery. 6 of this one. Bangladesh 14 without loss.
Let's go, come on,
last ball of the previous over.
Last thing they wanted to do is bowl one short and wide, and as I mentioned, they've got to be accurate. It's just exactly the opposite. You've got to ensure that the discipline in the bowling is maintained, consistent. And a really serious one. Are they going to ponder a review?
They are having a discussion. Garvin and Avire, and they've decided to take it. They have taken the review. Going upstairs to Kumar Dharmasena.
Confirm on-field decision is not out. TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I have checked both feeds. It's a fair delivery. Front on, please. Front on, please. Looks like close to the bat, ball is close to the bat, would like to go to the ultra edge. Ultra edge is coming up, gap between bat and the ball, flat line, you can go to the ball tracking. Original decision is not out. Still building up the ball tracking engines. Original decision is not out. Pitch outside of impact in line because umpire's call. Because umpire's call. Richard, case you can stay with your original decision not out. Draw on the screen.
Decision upheld and review retained, but it was a good decision nonetheless.
Yeah, it surprised me. I thought it was going to go over, and it's closer than we initially thought. And it just barely took the review at the last second there. It's a good thing they managed to retain it, because it was umpire's call. But this tall lad can generate that extra bit of bounce. This was Rabbani.
Patience is key as far as the bowling is concerned. Consistency, if you can pitch it in the right areas constantly, try and test the batters.
Absolutely. I think this format is a game of patience, not for the bowlers only. The batters, fielders, you might be just waddling around in the field all day, and at 5 minutes to 5 before the game is over, a catch comes your way. You've got to be aware of that. You've got to stay focused. It's such a test of all the facilities of a player. But to be very, very focused right the way through.
Lifting down the leg.
Yeah, it was there for the taking. I think there was enough angle on that delivery to maybe play a little squarer instead of just flicking it away to deep fine. Just a fraction. I think Musrabani got away with that one. Brings in Shadman, who's on 7. Left-hander, the field changes over, the bowler goes to the other side.
Yeah, straight around the wicket.
Just a period of play when the two teams are feeling each other. Thankfully, the sun has just broken out, dispersing any thoughts of rain in the air. Still overcast in certain parts of the sky. It's very muggy out there, very draining.
A bit of movement again. It is quite humid. Seen our colleagues down there sweating it out.
Yeah, they could do with that. Lose a bit of weight.
Having a go at them, aren't you? Keeper had to move fair share. Quite a bit, actually. Take that into the hands. from the bowler. He's trying to pitch it up.
Well, and then definitely good from the bowler. I just thought that when you're shouldering arms, when the ball is so close to the off stump, what if it just hits the seam? Look at this. It was a little wobbly. Could have gone either way. It jacked back in. Might have been in a spot of bother. Even confused the keeper, engaging the bounce of the ball there. And he knew that he was pretty close.
Good line, but Nyasha Mayavo yet again couldn't gather it. End of the fourth, 15 without loss. Picturesque. Well, it's commonly used, but it is such a stadium, such a setting. Beautiful outer facility. The war here is being played in both the stadiums actually. National Cricket League last year, NCL T20, different format altogether. Rafa Muzrabani, both of them, they have the height, generating some movement of the surface as well.
Richard and Garava. The three slips in a gully in position for the right-handed batter. And that's the slips actually stand is dictated by the keeper. It tells you how pacey the bowlers are, how far behind the wicket the keeper is standing, and the rest of the slips staggered stand alongside. One area that you need to avoid, drifting down the leg side. The slips will be hoping. You see this basically three slips, little close and maybe two slips close and maybe a little gully. You can call it almost four slips. Three slips and a little gap before the gully. And the gully, of course, a little forward of the keeper.
Try a bit of room. He likes to play square at the wicket. Wide along the deep third region. He gets another boundary. Does Mahmudullah Sanjoy.
There may be help for pacers here once you're accurate. Every time you're short and wide, the batters are going to have ample opportunity to pounce on that one and cut it square. With lots of comfort, good looking shot. It's behind Ali there, back at the point, racing away, no chance for anyone to get to it. Hardly anybody in the deep. Fine leg, there's a fielder on the boundary. That's about it. The bonus on attack and early wickets. But the bowling has to be a little more consistent.
Forward. One thing of motivation or encouraging, at least, would be for the Zimbabwe bowlers would be that the batters are coming forward playing their strokes, so that would encourage the bowlers to give them some hope.
Indeed, it will give them hope, but at the same time, there have been a mixture of short pitch deliveries, which has allowed the batters to just be selective. And this is the format where you can bide your time, wait for the bowlers to lose their lines and length, and then take advantage of that. That is what Test cricket is all about, patience.
Good call. They've been busy this morning, Mahmudullah Sanjoy and Shadman Islam.
And in addition to your big scoring, when you get the opportunity, you've got to do exactly what they did. Soft hands, just play to the field and just amble across. Understanding between the two batters, so very important. In addition to your stroke making, you want to build up a rapport. Look at each other, not even cold, look at each other's eyes and go across for a quick single. Ingredient, integral part of building up an innings.
Well bowled again. End of the fifth. 20 without loss. Hassan Shanto, who won the toss, decided to put the batters into work. Openers. The operation still now by Mahmood Hassan Choi Shatman. Plenty of batting to come. This test series holds immense importance. Case of both the teams. Bangladesh in their last World Test Championship cycle managed to win 4 out of 12 games. Yes, this particular series isn't a part of the World Test Championship, but they are going to begin World Test Championship, the new cycle, very soon after this. Very good surface. Sporting surface offers something for both the batters and bowlers.
Indeed, that's what the curators have been striving. Kabir, the curator here, the girl over from Dhaka, done a good job. The east of the cracks have some sort of cross bonding. What they said, the kick is going to stay firm right the way through, and that is so crucial in a test match.
Half-hearted appeal again. A bit late from Muzerbani though. As you mentioned, going back to the pitch, that it is going to hold firm. It seemed quite right, didn't it?
Yeah, there's been a bit of rain, as you mentioned earlier, Shawan Noy, but the thing is that the rain really does not have an effect on the pitch itself. Most of the time it's covered when it's raining. It's only the outfield that gets a little soggy, and maybe some moisture seeps underneath, might have a little bit of an effect. But the watering has to be done perfectly. Preparing for a 5-day test with the rain threatening, not the easiest thing to do.
Mr. again. Just going back to what discussing. 4 out of 12 for Bangladesh in the previous World Test Championship cycle. I'm sure they would look forward to improving that feat. Zimbabwe, on the other hand, haven't won any of the test matches in their last 10 attempts. Start is very important, very crucial for both the sides.
First slip, the skipper at first slip, always keeping an eye, particularly in test matches. You'd see the captain in close proximity of either the keeper or even the bowler at times, not in the deep.
From the inside part of the bat, doesn't allow Muzerbani a maiden. 21 for no loss. About getting used to the format, being so regular. Bangladesh played 2 test matches here. Again, not part of the World Test Championship. But very important for both the teams. Then, later on, in June, Bangladesh team travels to Sri Lanka for 2 test matches. That was the call. No appeal going forward. Then 2 test matches against Sri Lanka in June, followed by 3 one-days and 3 T20s. Then 2 test matches in November in home versus Ireland. There is a gap, but it's very important for the players to keep in touch.
Look at the last delivery as he tried to swivel around. Lucky not to get a feather onto the gloves there. Half-hearted appeal from the keeper. Well, he didn't appeal it. But interested, thinking about it. Yeah, just good point, because in addition, even the test matches are sort of 3 months, 2-3 months away from each other. So in between, they've got to keep that flow going in terms of the National Cricket League, the longer version of the game. So it's very crucial that the practice of the longer version of cricket is continued in the domestic arena. That is so crucial, because a lot of times this international calendar with the T20s and the one-days are really packing the calendars, not allowing enough time for longer version cricket, which is so crucial.
Yeah, for a bit on there. As you keep on reminding us, the truest form of cricket being this format, it truly does test the mettle of the cricketer, be it batting, your expertise, or bowling. On testing, I think true players, they realize it themselves also.
They should, because this is, as you said, the truest, purest format of the game, and this all your mindsets, your skill sets, patience, your adjustment to the different conditions over the 5 days, change of pitches, change of balls, condition of the ball, the condition overhead, so many things to be taken into consideration. And as you go more and more into it, they learn, and practice makes perfect.
Bit of swing visible. I think the introduction of fast bowlers only helps the cause of this format as well. Someone like a Nahid Rana comes in, bowls fast of course, but inspires a lot of people to play test match cricket.
Absolutely. I mean, just think of the experience with a whole bunch of pace bowlers putting up their hands in the international arena too, not only at home, they're doing well abroad. And that augurs well for longer version test match cricket for Bangladesh.
Truly does. Someone like a Taskin Ahmed, who's been in terrific rhythm, misses out. So the injuries recovering. Tanzim Hassan Saqib included in the squad. Still waiting for his debut. Red cherry in hand. Last ball of the over. And Gaurav ends with a dot ball, 2 singles in this one. Bangladesh 23 without loss.
Bad start at all for Bangladesh. 23 without loss. Half an hour went by after skipper Nazmul Hossain Shanto opted to bat first. 2 openers, Mahmudul Hasan Joy and Shatman Islam, the left and right hand combination for Bangladesh. And Grava missed out his run-up. Shatman Islam just talking about the left-hander, someone who lost his swing in there. once he gets set, can play some good shots as well all across the ground. The tall seamer is up again. Hello Parvez, welcome back.
Thank you, Maza. It's good to be back in Bangladesh. Just mentioned, not a bad start for Bangladesh. I thought it's a solid start. For just 23 runs, they're just negating the new ball, the threat of the new ball, I should say. See movement away for Muzerbani from the left-hander, but the consistency have been the issue. The two tall, fast bowlers hitting the deck, and I think this sort of a pitch, you need to be bowling full. Let the ball do the talking.
We went to the pitch report, Parvez, and what's your thought on the surface? Is it a good toss to win for Bangladesh?
Speaking about bowling it full, and once in all of a sudden a bouncer is dished out. This is good bowling, got to be set. The batsman should not be committing to the front foot. Always as a fast bowler, he should give that doubt the batsman's mind as a good pace, good bounce, and take a look at how the wicketkeeper held on to the amount of bounce. About the pitch, I thought it's a lovely pitch. Enough grass to keep the fast bowlers encouraged. Underneath, it's not too. When it comes to moisture levels, it's quite dry. So the first 1 hour, probably hour and a half, is going to be the testing times for the batter. You get through that, the initial period, I think this is going to be a very good pitch to bat on. And historically, in Sylhet, you win the toss, you bat first and you win the game. So that's one reason I'm sure Bangladesh won the toss and elected to bat first.
Damn. Nice carry. This is just the fourth test match here in Sylhet. As we mentioned before, Zimbabwe actually won the first ever test match played here against Bangladesh back in 2018. So there's some positive for the visitors.
This reminding you that Sri Lanka beat Bangladesh exactly a year ago.
I don't want to remember that one for Rizia. Sri Lanka played really well. Just to remind you one more thing, Parvez, the last time Bangladesh won in Bangladesh was here in Sylhet against New Zealand.
A lovely place to play cricket. The weather is quite pleasant, though it's quite warm and muggy today. Head-to-head, 18 games. Bangladesh won 7, Zimbabwe took about 8, and Zimbabwe 7. Zimbabwe has won a couple of test matches in Bangladesh, so that's a positive thought going forward for Zimbabwe. Remember, they played 2 test matches beginning of the year against Ireland, Afghanistan. They lost both at home after being in good winning positions. So that's something that these guys will want to correct it. Huge series coming up this, as well as 7 more test matches. 8 overs done, 24 for no loss.
It's been a steady start for Bangladesh after opting to bat. As I say, here in Sylhet, teams winning the matches, opting to bat first, all the 3 occasions in the past, but you never know. Change of bowling. Victor Niwachi comes in. 20 wickets so far with a best of 5 for 56. Searching for that first wicket, Zimbabwe at the moment.
Yeah, Victor Niwachi, saw him bowling in the warm-ups. Need to get some movement. Will be important. He pitched the right length and line, 2 slips and a gully. Cover point of him back to sweeper, cover extra cover, mid-off, mid-on. mid-wicket in final leg to start the spell for Victor Inucci. A wayward start down the leg side at deep final leg. Does the walking up? Not a good start for Inucci. It's important to back up the two big fast bowlers who have done a decent job with the new ball. Did not pick up any wickets, but they looked threatening whenever pitching the ball on the right length.
Not the way he would have wanted to start the first delivery. Bustling run up and a whippy bowling action for Vees. Inucci coming around the wicket to the left-hander. Nice and full.
Good comeback. Looks a busy bowler. Inucci runs in hard, with purpose. Playing his 10th test match. He's quite a veteran now, playing 10 test matches in a player's career. There's no ball, not a good start. The first ball down the leg side, a wayward delivery, and now following up the no ball. I think Kumar Dharmasena, the third umpire, giving the message out to Richard Illingworth. That's a back foot confirmation. Benefit of our viewers. The fast bowler could not land his back foot touching the crease. Exactly what Inucci did. Beautifully played by the left-hander Shadman down the mid-wicket. Like all on timing. Not a good start by Inucci.
Bowling way wide of the crease. You can't bowl from there to gain that rhythm. Just the start of this test match. So he can afford to take some time, relax a bit, just like the crowd slowly but gradually expected to come in more numbers. Mahmood Sanjoy on strike now. Nicely bowled, played with soft hands, and will get a single. It's a very important aspect of a test match batting for Vees, rotating the strike.
Just letting you know that this is the best, highest opening partnership in the last 11 test innings, including this. For Bangladesh, that's how important it is to lay the foundation in the first day of the test match on a pitch which has a bit of help for the fast bowlers to get through the initial period and make good runs and solid runs. And that's exactly what Mahmoodul Hasan Joy and Shadman Islam have provided Bangladesh. Excellent so far.
Edged and gone. Nicely taken at Gully. Zimbabwe draws first blood and Shadman Islam departs.
Commentators curse, good old days. Wazaudi Nomi. Gotta be said, that was a driver is trying to play on the up. Yeah, Richard Illingworth want to check if it's a fair catch.
Here for fair catch. I checked the both feet. It's a fair delivery. Can you go to the catch, please? Yes. No problem. Clearly from the bat. Can you rock and roll, please? Can you zoom that, please? That angle is the same replay if you can zoom. Yeah. Okay. Can you zoom that, please? Okay. Go. Move forward. Clearly, fingers are underneath the ball. Move forward. I would like to see the control of the fielder. Okay. I have a decision on the big screen.
Confirmation. Let's rocket out. As Zimbabwe picked up the first wicket, and Brian Bennett took a very good catch at gully. It was dying down. He held on to it nicely. Shadman Islam departs after scoring 12. Bangladesh 31 for 1. Experience. Former captain, left-hander, Mominul Haq comes into the middle. Loads of experience. Over 4,400 runs with a best of 181. Averaging over 37. But at the moment, his experience is required for Bangladesh as they just lost Shadman Islam. As Brian Bennett taken a sharp catch at gully.
A loose stroke, got to be said, by Shadman Islam, playing on the up. Brian Bennett at gully was a very good catch, never easy diving forward. At everything in this over, a wayward delivered a start, no balls on the leg side, and all of a sudden, delivery on the right length, picked off and taken at gully. Good start, very good start to Mominul Haq, right on the money when it comes to the length. This is why Mominul Haq is in the middle.
The best thing was the bowler forced the batter to play at him. And a sharp catch by Bennett. You need to grab those to make an impact. As Zimbabwe were searching for the first wicket, it came off a very good delivery and also good catching behind the stumps. Down the leg side, wayward again. Wicketkeeper does well. Give a hand on that one. End of an eventful over. Bangladesh 32 for 1.
So, do not get fraction away from me. Yeah, leg still. Yes. Middle.
Shadman Islam is back in the hut. Mominul just came in. Mahmudul looking good. 14 of 31. And at the moment, Zimbabwe will be looking to pick up another wicket. With Mominul Haq just came to the crease. There's Muzarabani. Nice carry. Rolling at a very good length for Rees. You spoke about that length.
A nice left as well by Mominul Haq, leaving on length, just in the bounce, carrying to the wicket keeper, waist high. Muzarabani is blessed with height. Comes to pace, is quite decent, average of 132. Bounce been quite consistent when it comes to Muzarabani. He's played with plenty of white ball cricket. He go the length. He's trying to force himself bowling full. But this morning, the first probably 45 minutes or so, they're looking at the pitch map in Garava and Muzarabani have been on the 6-meter length. Ideal, if you ask me, Mazardin, I would go 4-meter incident first day of a test match, and that grouping is not so consistent. With the new ball, you've got to be wanting a grouping between 6-meter to 4-meter. Around the 5-meter would have been a perfect Learn to bowl insulate first day of a test match, grass on top, underneath, bit of moisture. And this is where I guess Ingarava and Muzerbani could have been much more consistent. If you had done that, would have been more threatening as well.
Relaxed Zimbabwe dugout. You mentioned about the length. Charles Langerveld, the pace bowling coach for Zimbabwe, must be happy with the proceedings so far. Oh, great carry as well. With that extra height of Muzarabani will surely allow him to get those extra bit of bounce.
He will always be blessed with bounce. Nice tall action, zipping through the pitch. The wicketkeeper does really well to reach out. Nyasha Mayavo. Just on a word on Charles Langerveld, former Proteas international cricketer. He's someone who's quite consistent when it comes to bowling good lines and lengths in his pass. In his prime, he's one of the best going around the circuit, I'm sure. He'll be working really hard with this crop of fast bowlers of Zimbabwe. Plenty of test matches this year, 7 more after this series. So that's something that Charles Langerveld will be keeping a close eye on. Working with this group, the 2025 being a very important year when it comes to test cricket for Zimbabwe.
Nicely bowled again. Well left as well by Mominu. 32 for 1 after 10. Picked up the first wicket for Zimbabwe, removing Shadman Islam with a very good catch at gully by Brian Bennett. Shading down the leg side. He needs to adjust with the left and right-handed batters. For Rees, we have seen he struggled with the left-handers in the previous over, and now with the right-hander in place, with the natural swing coming in, he really needs to adjust.
That's the man in charge of the bowling group for Zimbabwe, Charles Langerveld. Very good seamer. Playing days, he was one of the best going around in the circuit. I remember playing against Charles in the 2007 World Cup in West Indies. In his peak, he was quick. He was deadly accurate. He did the card. At that time, South Africa had plenty of fast bowlers to choose from. Charles Langerveld is one of the best. I'm sure with his knowledge, with his experience, it's going to be important these fast bowlers of Zimbabwe gets it right, because they've got to play 6 test matches at home. Only 1 in England. I was told that's going to be in Nottingham. Again, with the new ball, there are plenty of assistance for the fast bowlers. So his experience playing these 2 test matches for the fast bowlers is going to be very crucial going forward to Zimbabwe. 7 test matches up in Harare, the ball does a bit, some juice in the pitch. Up in Bulawayo, total different conditions. You just need to have 4 to 5 fast bowlers as a crop, as a cartel of that selection going forward. So this is going to be important series as far as I'm concerned for Zimbabwe going forward.
Just going back to Charles Langerveld, served as a Bangladeshi pace bowling coach as well for a brief bit of time back in 2019. So he's got some sort of experience over the Bangladesh setup as well. Again, nicely bowled. Second wicket gone for Bangladesh. It's the man, Nuachi, doing the trick for Zimbabwe. This time it's Mahmudullah Sanjoy.
Tell you what, I thought Mahmood Hassan Joy was playing for the ball, coming back into him, the in-swing. A previous couple of occasions was down the leg side, but this particular delivery just held its line
And take a look at the length. Again, that 4 to 5 meter length. Going fishing outside the yaw stump. An easy catch to Nyasha Mayavo. Nyushi strikes for the second time for Zimbabwe. Hassan Joy gone for 14. Bangladesh 32 for 2.
Openers for Bangladesh are back in the hut, and that makes skipper Nazmul Hossain Shanto to step into the middle. Over 1,700 runs, 63 innings with a best of 163, and he really needs to play his best today. Is opting to bat first. Bangladesh are in some sort of trouble now. Nyauchi, the man with the ball for Zimbabwe, and he is here because of this.
A perfect delivery. Held its line. Playing for the in-swinger. The right-hander. Easy catch. That's a joy. For the last couple of deliveries before this delivery was down the leg side, and there was a beautiful delivery. Got to be said. Held its line. Easy nick.
Making the ball top, Nyauchi. This outfox Joy, anticipating the ball coming into the right-hander, but just shading away from him. Nicely bowled. And the length, as you mentioned, was impeccable.
No rocket science, Maza. New ball. Greenish top. First year for test match. Get that length right. 4 to 5 meter. Pepper that, you'll be fine. Nyuchi got an eventful over, came to end in the first one. Second one, he's been really good. A wicket and a maiden over. 32 for 2. That's it. What's that? Thank you, guys.
Two new batters for Bangladesh. The two left-handers, the two most experienced batters for Bangladesh, need to do a big job here. They lost both the openers, courtesy of Nyauchi. Mahmudul and Shadman both fishing outside the off stump. Muzarabani to continue. Just talking about Muzarabani for Rees, he is the leading wicket taker for Zimbabwe since 2022, picked up 22 wickets.
Quite a simple job at the moment for Muzarabani. Got to back up the good bowling done by Nyuchi in the other end. 3 bowlers been used in the Garava, quite expensive, 15 runs in his 4 overs. Muzarabani has been hitting the length, getting the bounce, zipping through. And Nyuchi, couple of wickets in 2 overs. He's been really good, getting the ball to swing. The lengths have been consistently fuller. It's been the difference. Awkward bounce in the last delivery for Mohamed Ul Haq. Spoke about the experience middle order. Shanto, Mohamed Ul Haq, Mushikur Rahim. That's the engine room for Bangladesh. The two left hands in the middle at the moment. They not only have to make runs, they got bat time as well.
That's the most important aspect for Bangladesh's batting. Not just about runs, also hung in there. Oh, what was that? Going some extra bit of bounce, looking for the second, just to make sure whether he got a bit of bat on that one or maybe glove. Need to check the umpire signal. Yep, it's given us runs.
Wow, they've loved the third wicket in the first over, Zimbabwe, don't they? the glove, the wicket keeper flying to his right. Got to be said, that's a missed chance. And Muzerbani, he has done really well. He'll be very disappointed with that effort by the wicket keeper, Nyasha Mayavu. What a great opportunity missed by Zimbabwe.
You really need to grab those, especially off Mominul Haq, who scored 300s against Zimbabwe.
Different surface today. Lot more bounce, some juice in this pitch. Gregor Wine will be a disappointed man. Would have loved to see Shantu and Mominul separated with that wicket. Mentioned about Mominul Haq, he has a very good record against Zimbabwe. Experienced man. He knows what he's up to. But at the moment, Zimbabwe got to cling on to all the opportunities if they want to stay in this competition. Nicely bowled. Nicely bowled. Just bounce following Mominul Haq. Never easy or never comfortable for a left-hander when the ball is chasing your side. And nice dealt by Mominul Haq using all his experience.
Some quality bowling by Muzerbani, using the surface to great effect, using his extra bit of height to perfection. We've seen already a chance being dropped in this over. Last ball of this over. Nicely behind that one, Mominul Haq. End of the over. And the players and match officials will have a drinks break.